Coach Devin here. Mark Wahlberg, natural or steroids? That's what we're talking about today. Before we get going, please click the thumbs up down below and subscribe. Also, down in the description, I put together a bunch of free PDFs, everything from a guide to getting awesome abs, to getting and staying lean, a food plan, all kinds of stuff, an at-home workout, all kinds of stuff down there. You can download them. It's my gift to you. Feel free to go down there afterwards or before and check it out. Okay, so Mark Wahlberg. Look, I've been a big Mark Wahlberg fan for a long time. A client of mine asked me yesterday after he saw me talk a little bit about The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, my thoughts on him and drug use. They said, Mark Wahlberg, what do you think, Dev? And all right, so I'll hit it up here. Mark Wahlberg. Obviously, I've been a fan back since he was, Marky Mark with the Funky Bunch, with Good Vibrations. Love that song. And the guy's obviously bright. He's a good actor. He's done a lot of good things in Hollywood, done some great producing. I love a lot of the stuff that he's come up with, everything from Entourage down. The guy is definitely talented. Is he on? I'll say this. I would say that back in the day, Mark was taking some stuff. I mean, when he was, 18, 19, 20 years old, dude was jacked. And this is before people were jacked up. I think he's got some good genetics. I mean, he's obviously an athlete. He works his butt off. There's no question about that. I mean, he has a full gym in his house. He likes to work, clearly wants to go to work and put in time every day, which is great. What you see back in the day, I think he was probably, on something back then. I mean, heck, listen, let's get down to it. I was on steroids when I was younger. It's often kind of a rite of passage. A lot of guys who are like me, insecure with how they look, feel like, I want to be bigger. I want girls to like me. I want to look tough, whatever. If you're like that, and I don't know if Mark Wahlberg was like that or not. I know I was. Steroids are very, they make you want to do it, obviously, because you feel like, hey, you know what, I can get somewhere, and I'll be a badass, and I'll be big, and those things appeal to people. So I would say that back in those days, yes. If you notice in the thumbnail that I used, in the title I used for this video, I used a shot from Pain and Gain. What Mark Wahlberg looks on a daily basis is a fit guy. He's in his 40s now. He's fit. They're quite definitely in very good shape. He obviously works very hard. As somebody who is on testosterone replacement therapy, or otherwise known as TRT, that's what I have to do. I understand what your body's going to look like when you take testosterone replacement therapy. I'm probably heavier. I'm bigger than Mark Wahlberg for sure. Definitely heavier. Definitely got a little bit more muscle on than he does. Probably from the testosterone, I would imagine. A couple of other things. I think he probably trains just as hard or harder than I do. What I will say is for some of his movies, quite definitely the guy is taking. For Pain and Gain, he got huge. And listen, The Rock got huge for that movie too, but I would say, looking at the pictures that I've seen from Pain and Gain, and compared to the pictures of him sort of ordinarily walking around how he normally looks, Wahlberg looks like he's, ordinarily he's put on about 35 or 40 pounds of muscle, give or take, probably at least 25 to 35 pounds of muscle for Pain and Gain. He got big. He got big and lean and jacked. And it didn't happen real long. It happens fast. And that's the thing to remember when you see, your favorite actor, movie star, rapper, singer, whatever, and they go from being relatively fit or very unfit to suddenly they're jacked as hell. That's pretty much a guarantee that they're taking something. Yes, they're putting in work. No one is arguing about that. I'm the first one to admit, when you take drugs, you work harder because you can work harder, and you drive yourself, and you put in a lot of time and effort, and you grind a lot. But the bottom line is, things don't happen overnight. They're not quick. Fitness is not a quick process. I can get you leaner pretty fast. Putting on muscle is a challenge. It's work. It takes time and effort. And, an average person is going to put on, 5-7 pounds of muscle in a year with a lot of hard work and dedication, maybe 10 max. You know what I mean? That's a lot. And that's if you're a beginner and you're starting out. If you're somebody who's pretty consistent and you're working out on a regular basis, you're not going to just jam on a pile of muscle. It doesn't work that way. That's not the way things are. So when I see an actor like Mark Wahlberg do Pain and Gain, and he's up 25 some pounds or more, and he's lean as hell, he's gotten leaner and bigger, that bell goes off in my head. I'm like, all right, that's juice. So 100% for Pain and Gain, yes, definitely juice. When he was younger, 100% juice. I did see a video of him just recently, and he just looks fit. He looks like he works hard. He doesn't look overly huge. I would say Mark Wahlberg is probably like the rest of the, the people in Hollywood who are out there who, they want to be fit, they need to look good for a part, they need to gain some weight for a part, and they get jacked up for that part. 100%, and I get it. You know what? If somebody offered me a lot of money tomorrow, anybody can tell you right now, I would never take steroids, and it's, but this and that, and it's immoral. But if somebody walked along and said, I'll give you $10 million, you know what? Things are going to change a little bit. I'll tell you that now. Somebody offered me 10 million bucks. I don't take steroids. I did it when I was younger. Don't want to do it now. But if somebody walked in and offered me, $2 million tomorrow to take steroids, 100% I'm going to take steroids. That's the facts. Because you know what? Money talks, and everybody needs money. And you know what, when they offered him Pain and Gain, and they wanted him to be all jacked up because it was about a bunch of guys that worked out all the time and took steroids, well, then he did it. And you know what, my hat's off to him. I don't personally have a problem with steroids. I don't see anything wrong with steroids. If you want to take them, that's your business. It's not mine. I really don't care. But I will say he's Mark Wahlberg for Pain and Gain. Definitely he took steroids for that before when he was younger. I would say probably back in the Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch days. I would imagine that's definitely a steroid use. In between, like that video I saw him just the other day working out, he looks like an average guy who works out hard. And I think he probably eats very well, probably has a chef. So is he natural or not? I would say he's probably natural when he isn't, doing a movie that he needs to be big. And the rest of the time, he's probably natural. That would be my guess with Mark Wahlberg. If you get a chance, go down to the description. I've got a bunch of free links. It says Devin's free PDFs. Everything from getting awesome abs to a diet plan with some great simple recipes for you to have. And down there, I've got a getting lean guide. I've got an at-home workout that requires no equipment at all. You can do it at home. It's not easy, I promise you. I don't like easy stuff. So feel free to go on down there. That's my gift to you, and download it there. Have yourself an amazing day, and don't fight the awesome.